All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Thursday morning. May the Lord bless everybody in the name of Jesus, the Messiah, Yeshua, the Messiah. I do pray everybody watching is blessed in many, many ways. As today we're going to be talking mostly about altcoins, as Bitcoin ain't making no change as we trade in the range. We ain't making no change as we trade in the range. We trade in the range, ain't making no change. Oh man, oh man. Trading the range, we ain't making no change. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Gotta give a major shout to Eddie. What's going on, Eddie? What's going on, my man? Shout out to Mike Hedja, who says pamp it. Shout out to Jay Violet. Shout out to Raphael, who says elevator music. This is elevator music. Shout out to Nihilist UK. Good morning. Shout out to Glenn John. Hallole. Hallole to you. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Shout out to everybody holding it down with a wrench as a moderator. Shout out to Asshole Syndrome. Give the man some likes in case they do a giveaway. Guys, as usual, if we can get 1,000 likes in the first half hour, we will be doing a giveaway. $1,000. Also, got to give a major shout to ANTARCTIC Exchange. Best deal on fees, SVIP privileges. If you sign up, use my link, Decentralized Exchange. Got to give a major shout to BLOFIN. 20% cash back. Whoa, 20% cash back, discounted fees, $100 giveaways all the time, $500 future bonus, a chance to win all these prizes, even a dang Tesla Model 3. Wow, link in the description. Gotta give a shout to WEEX, lowest fees on a centralized exchange, link in the description, and the Casper Group VIP Discord where we give the setups in advance like the long trade, or like the short trade. Link in the description. Alright. Now, let's talk about what's happening. Let's talk about what's happening here. Because it is getting crazy, man. The suspense is killing me. The suspense. It's killing me. The suspense. It's killing me. The suspense. It's killing me. The suspense. Yo, we got Boyan in the house. Where's Boyan? Shout out to Boyan. He says, my monitor broke. Can I get a new one? Look, if we get 1,000 likes... Guys, if we get 1,000 likes in half an hour, I will buy Boyan a new monitor and give away $1,000. Link in the description. Shout out to Saeed from Iran. Shout out to Trollex. What's going on? Shout out to Daniel D. Shout out to Investment Time. Shout out to Newbie Crypto. Link in the description. Shout out to Wavy. Shout out to y'all. Smash the likes. He's walking backwards through a hallway. We are walking to the moon, baby. Moon walking to the moon, baby. Now, let's check it out. Alright. Pop on over. Trading View, what we got. Here's what we got, guys. Bitcoin breaking out. Value area high. Absolutely amazing. Holding above this level, as we know, is extremely bullish. Also, the monthly chart in 2 days and a half. We are going to close the monthly candle with the green dot. Market Cipher B, the juiciest indicator on TradingView. It's the only indicator you can come to, not know anything about anything, and be able to get a good signal on here, right? All we're looking for are those juicy, uneven butt cheek patterns on Market Cipher B. Now, here's the thing about the monthly candle. We know that we want to see a strong close above the previous all-time high at 109,880. If we cannot close the monthly candle above 109,880, what does that mean? It means, technically speaking, we have failed to create a new swing high on the monthly. And when you fail to create a new swing, it's called a swing failure. We don't want to see that. We want to see a strong close above the previous all-time high because we have a pattern on the chart that goes all the way back to the beginning of this dang bull market. Is the bull market even here yet? Put a 1 in the chat if you think the bull market's here. Put a 0 if you think it hasn't even began yet. Whenever we break out of the ranges, guys, we get big monthly candle close follow through. Big monthly candle close follow through. Alright, even here, big monthly candle close follow through. Big monthly candle close follow through. This would be the first time since the beginning of the bull run. Shout out to Lost Liberty. Yes, we could check out Telcoin, my man. Thank you so much for the super chat. This would be the first time since the beginning of this bull run that we don't get a big monthly close, right? So that's a little bit concerning, but the month's not over yet. We still got 2 days, and the good news is we're holding above 105,784. 105,784 as we know, is the value area high of the massive range. So right now, as we've been saying all week, this green box is no man's land. This is the zone between 105.8 and 109.8 of ambiguity. The zone of ambiguity. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows, is Bitcoin going up or is Bitcoin going down? It's like me back in college. Very ambiguous. People didn't know. Going to go into the boys' room, going to go into the girls' room. I'd be at Walmart. I was one of those people in Walmart, 2:30 in the morning, shopping for toilet paper and marshmallows. And people would be wondering, hey, which way is this person going? They'd have to watch to see what bathroom I went into. Right now, we're waiting to see what bathroom Bitcoin goes into. Now, here's the thing. As long as we're holding above previous value area high, it is bullish. All right, objectively speaking, there are many more bullish things on this chart than bearish. So I'm bullish. I'm leaning bullish. I'm looking for the breakout. I'm expecting the trend to continue. We're holding key support. All right, but we do want to see the close above 109.8. And we can see here that currently Bitcoin is consolidating, trading this range here, trading the range within this box. And every time we come up to the highs, which is the previous all-time high from January, we get a little bit of a rejection. And here's something interesting here, guys. We are building liquidity below this area here, okay? We're building liquidity below this area here, which means if we start to get a move down, we will stop out a lot of people, all right? We will stop out a lot of people. And not only will we stop out a lot of people, but we pull our Fibonacci golden pocket and, oh my goodness, well, jeez, man, that's crazy. We have our Fibonacci golden pocket 786 right there at the support as well. So, because we're bullish, if we get a dip to the downside, what do I mean by building liquidity? I mean, people are putting their stop losses under here, expecting the breakout of the triangle, right? But what does Bitcoin love to do? Bitcoin loves to fake out the triangle and then pump, right? Leave everybody on the sidelines. So that is something we do need to be aware of as we consolidate within this range here. And if we do break out, and especially if we close the monthly candle above 109.880, I expect a powerful move to the upside, reaching towards $120,000 US dollars. All right. But potentially even up to 140, 145, front running $150,000. Now, this is the Bitcoin price. We got to talk about Ethereum here. Ethereum, guys, we have done something amazing. Smash up the dang likes. We got to get the likes smashed. Up in the house, we got 900 people. We just need 900 more likes to do a $1,000 giveaway. All right. Shout out to Crypto Princess. God bless you. Shout out to Caleb Corzo. If monthly momentum rolls over, won't that confirm a bearish divergence? This just in, guys. This just in. We do have, I think, some news that's happening right now, which could lead to some short-term volatility. Man, oh man. We got some news. Let's check out the order flow quickly here, as we're getting some news in the market. Let's see what's going on here. Gotta refresh. What the heck? What the heck is what is this even? I don't know how to look at this. What is going on here with exo charts, guys? Okay, wow. Okay, wow. This is crazy, guys. We had so many shorts opening up here. All the shorts are wrecked. We've had a short squeeze. That's what this move up so far is, a short squeeze. Yeah, shorts wrecked, longs wrecked. So far, this move is just simply a squeeze thus far. Simply a squeeze thus far. Let's see if we can't smash up the likes, guys. All right, so we got to talk about Ethereum. But we do got to give a major shout out to Dennis. He says, Jay, can you check out USDT dominance? Sure, man. Sure. But first, let's take a look at ETH, because ETH has done something historic, groundbreaking, absolutely earth-shattering, and amazing, which is this. We are coming above the value area low of the previous range, all right? $2,700. Shout out to Trampus. Where are the big butts? That's what we're looking for on Market Cipher, right? If we close this weekly candle, guys, above $2,700, we are going to see a powerful move up to $4,000, the value area high of the range. All right, we've got ourselves our fair value zone. We had a very, very sharp move down, very oversold. Fast buyback, reclaiming, breaking out of the $2,000 very key resistance. And now we're coming to our next very key resistance, 2,700. If we come inside this value area and close the weekly candle, we could very quickly see a move back up to $4,000. It's very similar to what we were looking at for the Bitcoin price back in the end of April. We were saying, hey, yo, smash up the likes. We said, hey, yo, look, if Bitcoin could get a move back above 88.6, we're going to get vacuum sucked up to the value area high of the range at 105.8. We're seeing the same thing now for Ethereum. If we close this weekly candle above 2,700, prepare for a vacuum suck. The thing at the bank when you were a kid that the bank teller would somehow send this tube to your mom through the car window. She put a lollipop in there for you. All right, and you hope she gave you a good flavor. The good ones, green apple, orange, root beer. All right, hopefully she didn't give you lemon. Ugh. Now look, once we come above $4,000, we also have to realize that ETH is going to be breaking out of this giant triangle. A giant triangle on ETH. What does that mean? That means we're going to have some serious follow through. As this is a 2 market cycle long trend line resistance, a breakout of this resistance is going to be pretty huge in my opinion. I say we're going to $5,500 and then $8,500. From where we're at right now, that's potentially a 200% gain on ETH to my high target. And from where we're at right now, a 100% gain on ETH to the low target. Pretty good. Also, this would give us some form of a introverted head and shoulder pattern here. On ETH, a very bullish breakout pattern. And so we need to watch the monthly candle, the weekly candle on Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going to close the monthly candle above our key level at 109,880? Is ETH going to close above 2,700? If yes, I'm gonna have to come out and be bullish, okay? Now, here's the thing about me being bullish. As you guys know, it's pretty rare for your boy to come out with a hard stance, whether bullish or bearish, okay? It's rare that I come out and make a video like this with a prediction and saying I'm very bullish. It's rare. Because a lot of times I'm neutral. Because a lot of times we don't have those very clear high time frame signals. Now, what I want to make clear is this. What I want to make clear is this, okay? Obviously, the more you pump, the more of a chance the top is in. All right? I was very bullish as we were coming down to, I was very bullish down here because I saw the potential. We have to understand, though, that we've reached our first target, and now we're hoping that these bullish signs that we saw down here are going to continue to break us out to continue the pattern. I want to make that clear. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this. Is there more upside potential? Yes. Is it probable? Yes. But the buy low, sell high is something that must be abided by everybody, okay? So when I'm shouting out through the windows, this is bullish, come on baby, here we go. That's the time, all right? Now it's like, I'm still expecting more, but we're at the highs, okay? So in the event of just simply sideways ranging this all summer, I just want everybody to be aware that I'm bullish and I expect higher prices. But I've personally already made like $40,000 on my long trades ever since we were down in the 80s, all right? So I've already made my money. Even if I'm wrong here, it doesn't matter. If you have not been in the trades, if you have not been taking these long trades that we've been given in the Casper Crew VIP Discord along the way up, like this one that we gave on the 19th of May, or this one that we gave all the way back on the 21st of April, then it's risky business, because like I say, the more you pump, the likelier the top is going to be in. Okay, you guys get what I'm saying? So I have to give this as a word of caution, because I know people look at YouTube titles and they hear somebody say they're bullish and so they long. That's not the way it gotta work. You have to have some kind of an entry or a plan to get into a trade. So personally for me, if I'm talking about Bitcoin, for me, the next major place I'm looking for a long is really just coming back down to the bottom of this box here. This 105 area, where we come down and pretty much wreck all these people, but still hold the higher low and then get a bounce. I'm looking for a long from that area. That for me would be my next major good setup for an actual swing long trade. Okay, if we're talking about ETH, what would we be looking for now? ETH, we would love to see a strong close above 2,700, right? Strong close above 2,700. And then we can say, okay, we have a strong close above 2,700, which means if now we get a back test, that could be our long. All right, what would a back test look like? Well, let's see. Let's see if we can find some confluences right now. I say a back test on ETH would be looking to come back down to back test our value area high 2,500 to 2,700 to say, okay, what used to be resistance is now support. Right? It's the buy low, sell high mentality. The breakout and the retest. Right? Still maintaining the higher lows. Right? So things look bullish, but don't get overexcited, especially if you're new to this, because I don't want you to get wrecked, alright? And look, if you want to learn how to trade, I got a free course on YouTube. Free course on YouTube, check it out. Alright? An 18-part course. Playlists on my YouTube channel. The most professional YouTube course out there for free. Super professional. I mean, would you look at this? It doesn't get more professional than that. Alright, it doesn't get more professional than that, seriously. Check it out, guys. Walking you through step by step how to do this and not get wrecked. Alright, so ETH, we reclaim 2,700. We get vacuum sucked up to 4,000. In my opinion, we start to hit new ATHs. Baby. Let's quickly check on the Bitcoin. Let's see what's been happening ever since this news drops. A little bit of a move to the downside here on the 1 hour. Let's check out Solana. Sol also finding a little bit of local resistance here. Alright. Let's clean up our chart a little bit here. Alright. Sol, another altcoin. I myself am heavily invested. I do believe this looks very bullish. I do believe we can see a breakout. I do believe we can see new all-time highs on Sol. Right now, the key level of resistance, $185,000. If ETH can close the week above 2,700, if Sol can close above 185, we are in the clear, in my opinion, to just continue to squeeze this. This is a horrible, horrible chunk of price action here. This is begging to get short squeezed just because there's no clear market structure. We have all these lower highs just waiting for a fast stop hunt to a new all-time high. If we reclaim this key resistance, which we are consolidating above now, some people are like, Jason, a diamond reversal. Okay, that's why we wait. That's why we wait, and we say if we reclaim the level and hold above, we look for the back test. Bam, baby, right? And if we don't reclaim the level, then we are open to pullback. Remember, just like Bitcoin, we're in no man's land. It's ambiguous. As long as we hold these little tiny zones where there's no clear line in the sand, it's ambiguous. What bathroom are we going to go into? We don't know. We have to watch in Walmart. Wait with our binoculars. We try not to stare, but it's hard. Yeah, if we do get a pullback on Sol, all right, in my opinion, here's the deal. Bitcoin's going to lead the way. if Bitcoin cannot break out, if Bitcoin loses 105 and starts heading down toward 97,000, we can also see altcoins come back down to test the bottom of their range here. All right, we could see ETH retest 2,000. We could see Sol retest 125. All right, either way, because of the high time frame bullishness, I would look at this as being a pretty good opportunity to just long the bottom of the range. All right, we came to the top of the range, then we can come to the bottom of the range, look for a higher low after a really nice looking bottom and a change of market structure, and then look for the break. So 185 has to be our line in the sand. It's got to be the line in the sand. All right, let's take a quick look at Telcoin for our man with the super chat, Lost Liberty. Telcoin, my favorite. Just kidding, I don't hold any of it. Telcoin. Let's take a look here. Okay, so Telcoin, here's the deal. We have gotten a liquidity grab of the lows of the range. We've come back in, we've changed market structure, we're making a higher low. Let's go ahead and pull some Fibonacci's. Low to high. We're bouncing from our 786 Fibonacci. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We are holding support resistance flip, going all the way back from around this consolidation in 2021, right? So support resistance flip, and we're in an uptrend after. Let's check out the weekly time frame here. After getting a pretty nice bullish divergence. Did we get a bull div? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we had a bull div here on the weekly. Change the market structure, trigger wave, continued higher high. I have to say this, the weekly looks like poo right now. It looks like somebody took a handful of oatmeal, prunes, raisins, and almond butter, chewed it up, spit it out, put it back in the mouth, chewed it up, spit it out, chewed it up, digested it, pooped it, took it, chewed it up, spit it out, put some water from the hose on top of the mixture, and used a push broom to spread it around the patio. Alright, this is what the money flow and the weekly looks like now. It looks pretty bad. Let's check out the daily. Momentum on the daily coming down. It doesn't look the best. It doesn't look the best, I'll be honest. But the one thing I can say is so long as we don't make a lower low, as long as we don't make a lower low, there's no reason why we can't expect another move back to this area for now, at least. Right? So the market structure is this. Invalidation of the idea goes below the low. And based on our market structure, this is a nice higher low. But the weekly market cipher B doesn't give me that conviction. All right, let's check out Bitcoin here. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Volatility City, baby. The volatility is coming in. A decrease of open interest. Look. This whole thing here, this whole move that's happened basically since the low that we made yesterday has been a squeeze in general. This whole thing, you cannot trust this move right now. We need somebody to come in and make a decision. We need some money to come in. There's no short money coming in. There's no long money coming in. Essentially, the reason why we've gotten this move up is because the shorts have been stopped out. Millions of shorts opening up down here. And then they're all now out, basically. Not all, actually. We still have some left still open here. But look at this open interest. Massive amount of shorts. Now they're kind of out of the game. Now, here is something interesting that I would say. And this is bullish, okay? When we look at the overall range that we've been trading, this sideways range going all the way back to May 8th, right? We are seeing bullish CVD here as we're unable to take the low from May 25th. We're unable to take the low from May 25th, but we are seeing some bullish CVD here in the range. We're seeing more shorts opening up consistently within this range, and yet the price so far is making higher lows. So this is another kind of just a higher term time frame bullish sign that we're seeing here. understanding that as we trade this, we are seeing shorts being absorbed at the lows, very similarly to what we saw over here, right? Shorts were being absorbed at the lows, showing that the bigger money wanted higher Bitcoin prices. So very interesting as we watch this play out. All right, we are setting up a scenario for trapping more and absorbing more shorts. Even if we actually do take the lows here, if we see lots of shorts opening up and then we trap them, that's just a recipe for a big old pump, all right? So watch the order flow. If you don't understand order flow, go check out the free course at the Jason Casper YouTube channel. The free course at the Jason Casper YouTube channel. We've got a whole series on order flow. Not a series, but a whole video. So make sure to go check it out, man. All right, right over here. Can you see that? Part 16, all right? Part 16. Again, the most professional. You want to learn order flow? No better person to learn from than this guy. All right? I'm telling you. All right. I'm telling you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. God bless you all. We got to take a look at USDT, USDTD. Shout out to Trampus for the super chat. Also, guys, I got to give a quick reminder. BLOFIN right now is offering 20% cash back. Deposit $1,000, get $200. That's crazy. They're also 0% limit order fees, discounted market order fees. Also, ANTARCTIC exchange right now, guys. Best fees in the game. Decentralized exchange, 0% limit order, 0.015% market order. Links all this in the description. Got to give a shout out to WEEX, the lowest fees on a centralized exchange. And I got to give a shout out to the Casper crew, where myself, Boy and Thor, White Phoenix, every single day are giving you our TA, our trade setups, like the long you see right here, like the short trade you see right here, given in advance in the Casper crew. From the exact high, guys, come on. Best trading community in the world. Let's take a look now at USDT dominance. Now, USDT inverse Bitcoin, all right? When this thing looks bearish, we expect Bitcoin to be bullish. When this thing looks bullish, we expect the Bitcoin to be bearish. Okay. Let us see. If we will take a look now, we put on the market Cipher B. Wow, okay, so look at this. You know, it is pretty interesting. We saw a bull div on USDT dominance on the weekly. And we basically, that was the top for Bitcoin. That was that January high, where we came back down to the 70s, right? Then right here, April 25th, right where we bottom out for Bitcoin, we printed top on USDT dominance. Inverse, all right? Inverse. Now, here's what I have to say. Because I have to lean bullish on Bitcoin, and because we are forming this kind of like channel here, all right? All right. Okay. Man. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Oh. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Looks bullish, guys. It looks bullish here, honestly. So here's the deal. It does look bullish. It looks bullish. I would assume that when we come back down to the bottom of this trend line again, that will probably, whenever this happens, will probably mark the top of the Bitcoin cycle. All right. We might even come to take it like this. and then get a move in. And that'll probably mark the top of the Bitcoin cycle, right? But we are seeing things start to turn bullish here, as we're seeing weekly bullish divs, monthly bullish divs, all right? So I have to interpret this as saying that, look, the end is near, which we know 2025 is the final year of the 4-year cycle. So we expect the end to be near. But I'm hopeful and prayerful that we see one more big pump for Bitcoin, and then we get that altcoin season. Now remember, I do just want to say this, a big injection of money into altcoins could change USDT dominance. Alright, right now it is quite interesting. When we look at the total market cap, we're really not that much higher than we were back at the bull run top of 2021, which means there's a lot of room here for money to flow into altcoins. It also means Bitcoin is holding this up pretty much by itself. When ETH is at bear market prices, I mean, ETH is literally at prices that we saw when the total was down here, which means a lot of this money is just purely in Bitcoin. If we start to see money flow into alts, that could change USDT dominance chart. All right, it could, because right now it's mostly Bitcoin versus Tether. But we could see a lot of things change on the chart if money starts coming into altcoins. So let's hope for this altcoin season. I mean, when we look at this chart, it is a very strange looking chart to say Bitcoin's been at new all-time highs for quite some time, but total market cap pretty much just hanging around that $3 trillion level. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. ETH is at prices it deserves. Well, Matthew, because you said this, ETH is going to $8,000. Shout out to Matthew. Matthew, screenshot this and clip this, because Matthew is pooping on ETH. ETH is going to 8,500, baby. ETH is going to 8,500. ETH is bullish. Cardano's bullish. ETH is bullish and Cardano is bullish. You know? Guys, make sure to smash up the likes. We got 1,300 people in the house. And Bitcoin's starting to get a little bit of a move back to the upside. Bitcoin's starting to get a little bit of a move back to the upside here. Look at this. Let's see if there's any actual money coming in. Half an hour until New York opens. No. No, there's no new money coming in here. This is just garbage price action. This is literally just garbaggio price action. But maybe we get a little bit of a pump, alright? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Let's see if we can't facilitate. Let's see if we can't facilitate the pump. Alright. Let's see if we can't facilitate the pump a little bit. Alright, this is the pump song. It's guaranteed to pump the Bitcoin price every single time. Sometimes it does have a delayed effect. So let's see if we can get the Bitcoin price to pump with the pump song. Let's pump! Here we go, baby. It might work. Yeah. Yo. Here we go, baby. It's now or never. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Here we go, baby. Let's pop. All right, we're getting to move down, but sometimes it has a delayed effect. Come on, baby. Plunge it back to the upside. Plunge it up. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. All right. Where's the stop loss? There is no stop loss! There's no stop loss, baby! Not during the pump song, there ain't no stop loss. Okay, yeah, we're getting to move down. But sometimes it does have a delayed effect. And one of these days, this pump song is going to take us to a new all-time high. Here we go. We're bouncing from support, baby. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump, no we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump, hey, I'm gonna pop. We're gonna dump, hey, I'm gonna pop. We're gonna dump, hey, I'm gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Yeah. Yeah. We're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin, baby. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, we're pumping Bitcoin. Yeah, we gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna pop. Yeah, we gonna die. Yeah, we're gonna pop. Oh no! Look, guys. Sometimes it does have a delayed effect. Just wait. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, we don't know. Alright, we don't know. But look, here's the deal, whether we pump or dump, at least, we're in the short setup, given in advance, in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, from 111,893, alright? Now, speaking of the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we have a VIP live stream starting right now. So if you guys want some low time frame analysis, head on over to the Casper Crew VIP Discord at jasoncaspertrading.com to get the juice. That being said, God bless you guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace.